On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples:
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Yell.
To shout in a sudden and loud way.
Examples:
Yell for help. Yell as loud as we can. When I asked my father for more money, he became furious and yelled at me.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
Segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Hijab.
A headscarf traditionally worn by Muslim women to cover their hair and neck.
Examples:
Woman's hijab. Hijab garment. Many Muslim women wear a hijab as a symbol of their religious beliefs.
Beautician.
A person whose occupation involves providing beauty treatments for the hair, skin, and overall appearance, such as styling hair, applying makeup, or performing facials.
Examples:
Beautician services. Professional beautician. The beautician at the salon gave me a stunning makeover for my special event.
Unborn.
Not yet born.
Examples:
An unborn child. Unborn generations. It is unknown whether this vaccine is effective in an unborn baby.
Unbeknownst.
Without the knowledge or awareness of someone, without someone's knowledge or participation.
Examples:
Unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst to any of us. Unbeknownst to the family, the treasure had been hidden in the attic for years.
Daunting.
Looking challenging to manage and prospect, making someone anxious and less confident about carrying out something.
Examples:
Face the daunting reality. Seem like a daunting task. My homework was daunting and complex, but it was also intriguing.
Intimidate.
To make someone fearful or uneasy so that they will do something that you want them to do.
Examples:
Intimidate an opponent. Effectively intimidate a thief. The boss tried to intimidate his subordinate with threats.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Annoy.
To make someone angry, anxious, or irritating slightly.
Examples:
Annoy at the time. Annoy everyone else. Her constant chatter was starting to annoy the neighbors.
Handcuff.
A pair of metal restraints that are designed to lock around a person's wrists and prevent them from moving their hands freely. Verb: to restrain or restrict the movement of a person by applying handcuffs, typically as part of an arrest or other security-related process.
Examples:
Handcuff his wrists. Break free from handcuffs. The police officer put handcuffs on the suspect before placing them in the squad car.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Tremble.
To shake slightly in a way that you cannot control, for example, because you are frightened, angry, or excited, or because of illness.
Examples:
Tremble in fear. Tremble violently with emotion. When I heard the news, my whole body trembled with excitement.
Introspective.
Characterized by a tendency to reflect on one's thoughts, feelings, and actions, often with a deep or philosophical level of analysis and introspection.
Examples:
Introspective thoughts. Introspective personality. His poetry was deeply introspective, exploring themes of identity, loss, and the human condition.
Paramount.
More important than anything else, having superior power and influence or the highest position.
Examples:
The Lord Paramount. Paramount to all the others. This country became a country of paramount geostrategic importance to us.
Greet.
To say hello to someone, to express welcome on meeting someone.
Examples:
Greet a customer. Greet an idea. He greeted his friends with a warm smile and a hug.
Legalese.
The language or vocabulary used in legal documents, often characterized by long, complex sentences, technical jargon, and archaic terms.
Examples:
Use of legalese. Dry legalese. The legal document was filled with confusing legalese that required a lawyer to interpret.
Psychopath.
A person with an extreme personality disorder characterized by a lack of empathy, remorse, and ethical values, often associated with manipulative and deceitful behavior, impulsivity, and risk-taking tendencies.
Examples:
Psychopath tendencies. Violent psychopath. The detective identified the psychopath who had been terrorizing the city for months.
Psychotropic.
Relating to or affecting the mind or mental processes, often used to describe drugs, substances, or medications that affect mood, perception, or behavior.
Examples:
Psychotropic substances. Psychotropic effects. The psychotropic medication helped to alleviate her anxiety and depression symptoms.
Psychiatry.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study, treatment, and prevention of mental illness.
Examples:
Psychiatry therapy. Biological psychiatry. The field of psychiatry is constantly evolving, with new treatments and approaches being developed all the time.
Schizophrenia.
A severe mental disorder in which a person has a distorted view of reality and may experience hallucinations, delusions, and disordered thinking and behavior.
Examples:
Schizophrenia spectrum disorder. Schizophrenia treatment. The schizophrenia patient was experiencing severe auditory hallucinations.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Impute.
To attribute or ascribe a quality or action to someone or something. To assign responsibility or blame for a particular act or outcome.
Examples:
Impute guilt to him without evidence. Impute the accident to the inattentiveness. He tried to impute the project's failure on his team members, but they were not responsible.
Courthouse.
A building where courts of law are held, where administrative offices for legal proceedings are located.
Examples:
Courthouse security. Municipal courthouse. The verdict was announced at the courthouse after a long trial.
Courtroom.
A room in which a court of law is held.
Examples:
Courtroom drama. Courtroom trial. The eyewitness took the stand in the courtroom and gave testimony crucial to the case.
Revolve.
To rotate around a central point.
Examples:
Revolve at high speed. Revolve around a central axis. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Addict.
A person who cannot stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
A drug addict. Internet addict. We have become TV addicts due to video streaming services.
Dropout.
A person who leaves school, college, or a training program before completing it.
Examples:
The dropout rate. Dropout student. The high school dropout rate has decreased significantly in recent years thanks to educational initiatives and support programs.
Petty.
Of little importance, trivial or insignificant, characterized by an undue concern for small details or rules, mean or spiteful in trivial matters.
Examples:
Petty crime. Petty cash. The petty arguments between coworkers were causing a toxic work environment.
Misguided.
Having or showing a wrong or mistaken understanding of a situation or course of action.
Examples:
Misguided policies. A misguided sense of duty. His misguided attempt to fix the problem only made it worse.
Judiciary.
Persons who administer or enforce justice.
Examples:
Independence of the judiciary. Member of the judiciary. The judiciary of the case was inexperienced and lacked locally educated attorneys.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization. A penalty or punishment imposed for breaking the law, rule, or agreement. Verb: to impose a penalty or punishment for breaking the law, rule, or agreement.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Give back.
An act or instance of returning something that was previously received, often used in the context of donating money, resources, or time for charitable or philanthropic purposes.
Examples:
Employee giveback. Philanthropic giveback. The company organized a give-back program to donate some of its profits to charity.
Haze.
Atmospheric moisture, dust, or smoke that makes it less clear, a state of mental confusion caused by lack of clarity.
Examples:
a haze of illusion, haze of tears. We couldn't see him through the haze of smoke.
Sorority.
A social organization or club for women, often associated with college or university institutions, which focuses on scholarship, sisterhood, and social activities.
Examples:
sorority house, sorority recruitment. The sorority sisters hosted a fundraiser for their chosen charity.
Fraternity.
A group of people, especially men, who are associated with each other through a common interest or occupation.
Examples:
the medical fraternity, fraternity party. My college students join a fraternity to make connections and build a sense of community.
Scum.
A layer of unwanted or unclean material that forms on the surface of a liquid or a solid, often containing dirt, oil, or other debris, also used figuratively to describe undesirable people or groups.
Examples:
bathtub scum, scum of the earth. The scum on the pond's surface made seeing the fish swimming below difficult.
Foray.
A sudden or brief attack or incursion, a venture into something unfamiliar or challenging.
Examples:
make a quick foray, foray into politics. The company made a foray into the Chinese market.
Barge.
A large flat-bottomed boat with a wide, flat deck used for transporting goods on rivers and canals, which can be pushed or towed by a tugboat. Verb, to move forcefully or abruptly, often in a clumsy or rude manner.
Examples:
barge through the crowded hallway, canal barge. The captain of the barge navigated through the narrow canal with ease.
Coax.
To persuade, encourage, or gently urge someone to do something. To manipulate or persuade something to work or function properly.
Examples:
coax a confession, coax a smile. She tried to coax her cat out of the tree with a can of tuna.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Ring.
To twist, squeeze, or compress something, especially to extract liquid or force out excess, to cause emotional or mental distress, to extract information by force or pressure.
Examples:
wring out a towel, wring a secret. I had to wring out my wet clothes before putting them in the dryer.
Strut.
To walk with a proud, stiff, and often exaggerated gait, to bulge or protrude outward, especially in a decorative or showy manner, Noun, a structural component designed to resist pressure or tension.
Examples:
Strut for support. Strut around the girls. She strutted out of the meeting after being challenged on her ideas.
Revolutionize.
To bring about a complete or radical change in something, often through the introduction of new methods or ideas.
Examples:
Revolutionize the industry. Revolutionize the technology. The invention of the smartphone revolutionized the way we communicate with each other.